Smooth, lump-free semovita. That is what we are making today. Hi my people, my name is Mo. Welcome back to the channel. So if your semo always comes out lumpy or too hard, I'm taking you through every step by step to make it perfect. Let's get into it. So the first thing I did was to put some water in my kettle to boil because we'll be needing some hot water for this. I'll be using the golden penny semovita. This is the 500-gram pack. You can use any brand of semovita that you like. And if you do not have any favorites, I will recommend the golden penny brand any day, anytime. It is easy to make and also tastes nice. This is the brand I ate while growing up and I still eat it now. So I cut it open with my scissors and poured some of the semovita flour into the pot. Then I added some cold water. I don't mean chilled water, just normal room temperature water you get from your tap, and I started stirring it. You must make sure that the quantity of water you add here is enough to make it into a slurry, and also keep in mind the quantity of semo you want to make altogether. At this point, I realized it was looking too watery, so I added more semovita flour and kept stirring it until I got it smooth. This part right here is super important. You don't want any lumps at all in this mixture. Just keep stirring until it's not too watery and not too thick. It should be smooth and slightly running, not thick like a paste. This is what is going to save you from having lumpy semo later. The next thing I did was to add the boiled water into the semo slurry. When you're adding the boiled water into the semo slurry, just keep stirring as you pour the boiled water. That is really the trick. It helps you see exactly how much water you need and keeps everything smooth. You can always adjust the water at this point. If it's too thick, add more water. Just get it right here and the semo will come out perfect. I turned on the gas stove and make sure that the heat is medium to low. Trust me, you want medium to low heat for this. That's very important. I put the pot of semo on the stove and kept stirring while it heats up and starts to thicken. You will see it when it's getting thicker and thicker. Once it's thickened up, I reduce the heat even more because now I'm going to add the semovita flour to turn this into semovita swallow. Here is what I do. I don't pour all the flour first, then stir. No, a lot of people do that. I stir as I pour the flour and I pour it slowly so I can control how soft or how hard I want my semo to be. I like my semovita very soft, and honestly that's the best way to do it. Why is that? Because semo hardens when it cools down. So if you make it hard now, it's going to be rock solid later. So make it soft while it's hot. I added more semovita flour here, and once I realized I have added enough flour, I just focused on turning it properly to get that smooth texture. No lumps. We are not having that today. Some people pour the semo flour in all at once before turning, and others don't make a slurry at all. They add the flour straight into boiling water and stir until smooth. Those methods work well if you already know what you are doing, but they are not beginner friendly. After turning it well, I scraped everything off my turning stick and also scraped around the pot too. Then I added more hot water, not too much, just enough to cook it further and keep it soft the way I like it. Here is something I always do. I poke holes in the semo with my spoon. You can do that with your turning stick as well. This way, every part cooks evenly and nothing stays raw in the middle. Then after that, I cover it up and let it cook on low heat for about 7 minutes. Low heat, oh, okay. High heat will burn the bottle and nobody wants that. When cooking, especially dishes like swallow, low heat is your best friend. Cooking on high heat might seem faster, but it can burn the bottom while the inside stays uncooked. Low heat gives you the control. It lets the food cook evenly. While that is cooking, Look at how much flour we have left from the pack. Remember, we are using 500 gram, so you can see how much we have left and plan your own portions. So, alright, let me get ready for when the semo is done. I poured some water in a bowl, then rubbed some vegetable oil on my spoon, front and back. You can see that. This oil trick is amazing. The semo won't stick to your spoon when you are trying to scoop it. Makes life so much easier, trust me. I also got my nylon ready for wrapping. You can use click film, that's what I'm using, or whatever you have. Just make sure that it is clean. And if you don't want to use clear film, any nylon at all, feel free to serve into your plate straight. I do that most of the time. I only do this when I'm not ready to eat or I'm doing it for somebody that likes it to be done like this. Okay, so 7 minutes is up and our semo is cooked. Time to turn it one more time. Be gentle while doing this part because there might still be some hot liquid in there and you don't want it splashing on you. Trust me, hot semo burns are not fun. Just turn it slowly and carefully until everything is mixed together. Keep turning until you get that smooth, perfect texture. And for the cooking time, yours might stay longer than that, to be honest, and it might be not as much as 7 minutes, but I to be on the very safe side, I make sure mine is between 7 to 10 minutes because it is on low heat. You get me? Look at that stretch. Can you see how stretchy it is? That is exactly what we want. When your semo stretches like this, you know it is well cooked. And check the color. See how it's turned to a very light yellow. It's not too pure white anymore, but cream. That is how you know it is ready. This is with golden penny, or other brands might look slightly different, but you will still see a color change. You can eat this semo with so many Nigerian soups: okra, egusi, ogbono, eforiro, black soup, ofe nsala, bitter leaf soup, any soup at all. And if you want to learn how to make any of these soups, just check my YouTube page. I have all of them for you, my people. Before I go, I just want to say this. We hit 1,000 subscribers. Yay! My people, I am so grateful. When I started this channel, I honestly didn't know if anyone would watch, but you showed up, you cooked with me, you left comments, you shared the videos. You mean everything to me, and this is just the beginning for us. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who needs to see it, and drop a comment. What is your favorite soup to eat with semo? Thank you for being here, my people. See you in the next one. Bye.